Hello everyone, Donna Gray here, your Stampin' Up demonstrator from the Northern Rivers area in New South Wales, Australia. I decided to try a little bit of a different time this morning, so I thought we'll see how this works and see if I get, if it suits more people. I would be happy if you're watching this back later on, if you could type in the comments what time suits you for me to do a live video. I'm not sure whether the 3 o'clock in the afternoon or 2 o'clock in the afternoon is good, or whether a 9 a.m. in the morning is good. So, hey Jan, how you going? So please feel free to type in the comments and let me know what time suits you best. So this is a little bit different, and bear with me, I have a brand new phone this morning, so I have no idea whether I'm going to be able to do this live video the way it should be because it's all new. Hey Maria, how you going? So it's all new. When you've got a new device, everything changes, everything's different, the way the camera faces, everything is different. So please let me know, bear with me, it will be like it's a video for the first time, which could be interesting, but I needed to update. Hey Debbie, thanks for joining. I needed to update because my my mobile phone that I had, it was okay, it was on, but you're coming to visit next week, Maria. I can't wait. We'll have to catch up. So my mobile phone didn't want to switch off, on or off, so I had to make sure I had it charged totally, but I was really scared that if it stopped, that I wouldn't be able to turn it back on again. So I decided to bite the bullet, and the girls have been at me to go and get an iPhone. So I decided that I would go and get an iPhone. So for the first time, I'm actually on a plan with a mobile phone. We've never done it. We've always had prepaids, but it was a little bit exciting walking in there and getting like one of the latest iPhones. And yeah, it's only going to cost me probably about another $10-15 per month compared to what I've already been paying. Hey Deborah, how you going? So as I said, please bear with me, please. Yeah, this could be very interesting as far as how the phone is going to go. My new hairstyle changes my appearance, and I don't have glasses on this morning, Debbie, so that's probably why I look a little bit different without the glasses. But when I craft, I take my glasses off. Hey Audrey, thanks for joining. So I actually take my glasses off when I craft. So I normally put my glasses on to read the comments and everything. I can see the comments pretty well. This phone's pretty big, so I can actually see the comments quite easily. So anyway, so I'm going to do some live crafting. I'm going to make a couple of cards for you this morning. I'm doing a little bit of a different theme this morning. I'm sticking to just 2 colors, and believe it or not, yeah, very monotoned, but I think you're going to really like the effect. So I'm just going to try and get all of my devices here working so I can see everybody's comments. So I've given up on that tablet because it doesn't want to work, so I'll try using this one and try and find the video so I can watch everyone's comments. There it is. No, that's not it. Okay, where is it? So what are you all up to today? Hey Angie, how you going? Thanks for jumping on. I'll just wait for a little while and get a few people to jump on before we get into crafting. So just a couple of housekeeping things. People that are in my In Color Club, payments are due now. And I'm so sorry, I normally get an email out. Oh, no worries, Debbie. Got to get the housework done. Hey, Susan. So payments are due now for your In Color Club. So please, you know the drill, the normal direct deposit into my account, so I can get them all organized and packed and out to you guys by the beginning of next month. Same with my Stamps Club. If you're in my monthly Stamps Club, payments are due now. The stamp for next month is going to be the Peaceful Noel stamp set. There is an upgrade option if you wanted to get the Sprig Punch as well. So it's normally $45 for No worries, Chrissy. It's normally 45 for your club, and if you want to get the sprig punch, it will be 60 instead of the 45 if you wanted to include the punch. So totally up to you. It's a upgrade option. Doesn't mean that your club is going to be that amount from now on. It's just that I always give the options if you wanted to get the matching framelits or the matching punch that goes with the stamp set. Hey Tanya, thanks for jumping on and joining. Okay, so I'm going to get into crafting. I've got the comments all happening over here, so that's good. You're making more Christmas cards, Deborah. The Merry Merlot cardstock has arrived. Well done. Merry Merlot is a beautiful colour. Hey Cheryl, how you going? Thanks for jumping on and joining. All right, so ladies and gentlemen, if there's any on there, I haven't seen Matthew on there today. Hey Christy, thanks for joining me. So we're going to do a bit of live crafting, so I'm just going to, bear with me, I'm going to flip the camera around and hopefully it's going to be the right way around. Can you please tell me, no, it's not the right way around because the memento, okay, let's go. There we go. And I'm just going to put some light on the subject. So there you go. Okay, so we should be right now. All right. And this is going to be strange because, ooh, everything's back to front the other way. So this phone is totally different to mine. Mine, when I flipped it this way, everything was all right. I mean, there you go. So, am I... No, I'm not upside down, so it's all good. Maybe if I put that way, it might help. I'm just going to see. You're cleaning silver while watching. Oh, Maria. Sounds like a fun job. You're going to multitask. I'm upside down. I'm backwards. Is the writing backwards? Yes, the writing is backwards. Let's flip that the other way. There you go. Okay, so there you go. I told you to bear with me. I knew it was going to be a bit of a funny thing what I was going to do. But anyway, all right. So the first, hey Julianne, how you going? You're on holidays, Julianne. Lots of crafting happening. Well done. Okay, so I'm going to use the beautiful Winter Woods stamp set. Now, the stamp set, everyone's saying I'm back to front. Am I back to front? Let me see. No, it's the right way on my phone. Sorry, it's probably the delay. Okay, everyone's saying better. Thank you. Thank you for bearing with me, everybody. Okay, so what I'm actually going to do today, I'm actually just going to keep in the grey and the black tones today. So this is what I was saying about I'm doing the same colour scheme, and you'll find on the next card a similar thing will be happening as well. Just grab a scrap piece of paper. Okay. So the Winter Woods is thank you, Tanya. I've got a new phone, Tanya. So it's definitely trying and getting used to everything. Okay, so what I'm actually going to do is I'm just going to use my Memento black ink. Now the reason why I'm using my Memento, I like the cleanup. It's easier to clean up than what our stays on ink is, if you want, and plus I'm happy to get some greyish tones, like rather than stark black, because I didn't actually really want it to be stark black. So I'm gonna try and make sure that I'm in the picture here. Okay, so that's where I need to be. All right, so I've inked up with my black Memento ink, and what I'm actually going to do is I'm just going to do a series of stamping that I'm going to stamp full strength. I'm then going to move over and stamp second strength. I'm also going to move over and stamp third strength. Okay, hey Crystal, thanks for joining. All right, so that's one. Now I'm going to ink up again. And this is a really simple, easy, quick card to do. Sorry, I'll get that back up in the view there. So I'm just going to ink up again with my black Memento ink. And I'm just going to have just the top of the tree poking through here. And then I'm also going to stamp second and third generation. And you'll see when I get this all done, because there's quite a bit of stamping that I'm going to do. But I just love this black and grey look. I think it's really striking. And I'm going to add a little bit of silver foil to it as well, which makes it even prettier. Okay, so like that. And I'll pop a little one down in the corner. Okay, so now I'm just going to ink it up and I'm going to stamp off because I want some more up in the background because I want it to fill in. I want it to look like a really nice big forest, but I don't want it super dark. So I'm going to stamp off twice and stamp in here. Okay, I'm happy to even use that again in there. And I'm happy to use it even again in there. And as you'll see, our Memento ink seems to want to last forever. I'm just going to stamp a full strength one there because I've got a little bit of a halo where I stamped that last one there. So I'm just going to stamp a full strength tree in there to cover up my little halo. Okay, that looks pretty super good. Pop a few over in there, just to fill that in. Okay, so that's all the stamping I'm going to do with my tree. Sorry, I haven't been looking at the comments. So is that okay? It's in the shot there. Sorry, I'm getting used to where it's showing on my... I think I'm going to actually have to move because it's actually closer up than my old phone. Okay, so there we have a really, really cute... quick design. Now I'm going to pop that aside because I want that to dry, and I need just a piece of Whisper White cardstock, so I'll just pop that over to the side. So Whisper White cardstock, and I'm actually going to do a little bit of embossing with my silver embossing powder. So I'm going to bring in my Versamark ink, which that one's a nice Versamark ink. And I'm going to ink up the sentiment that comes with this stamp set, thinking of you this season. So I actually did this in black Memento ink, and I didn't actually like it in the black Memento ink. So I decided that, oops, and I forgot my embossing buddy. So I'm actually going to turn it around. I'm going to use my embossing buddy because knowing my luck, if I do that one, I'll end up. So embossing buddy is great for removing any oil spots, any fingerprints, and you should always use your embossing buddy before you emboss to make sure that your embossing powder only sticks to your Versamark ink. What type of phone did I get, says Megan. I got an iPhone 8 Plus is the phone I got. And it's a larger size, so it's actually quite good. As far as, I think the larger size is handy for doing videos and to see people's comments while I'm doing videos and things. I think the larger size is definitely a great idea. Chrissy, this is one of your favourite stamp sets, and I bet Lovely as a Tree was one of your favourite stamp sets as well. You were yelling in your phone embossing buddy. I know. I actually, yeah. And you know, as soon as I stamped down the Versamark, I'm like, oh my God, I didn't use my embossing buddy. So you know what? That can be for another project. That I might emboss it anyway while I'm going, just in case it works out okay. There's a few yucky spots there, but anyway. So I'll tip that all in. It's the same as your phone, Sherry? Yeah. Now, if you're new to heat embossing, I would say, is probably the most exciting thing that you do in card making. It is stunning. The look that it gives you is absolutely awesome. Bear with me while I plug my heat gun in. It's right beside me, I just didn't have it plugged in. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is, this is the good one that I use the embossing buddy. Now, I just want to show you the difference. We'll show you this. Okay, so I want to show you my mistakes and why it's really important for the heat. Hopefully you can see this. Sorry, those lights are flickering. That's a bit better. Okay, so this is the one that I use, the Embossing Buddy. Really nice and clean, nothing sticking around. This is the one that I didn't use, the Embossing Buddy, and it's got a few little speckles everywhere. The edges of my words aren't really clear. So that is the difference between heat embossing and no heat embossing. So it is really, really worthwhile to take the extra time and make sure that you use your Embossing Buddy. So I'm just going to hold underneath my cardstock, I'm going to hold my heat gun, and you will see it change. There it goes. Beautiful, rich, smooth silver. Be careful not to burn your fingers. The reason I heat from behind, and I've just started doing it and it's way better, because your cardstock actually buckles with the heat. And I find then to actually glue it down, it's actually buckled this way, if you can understand what I mean. So because it's buckled that way, then it sits really nice when you go to glue it. So hence why I heat from underneath. And it works really well. You can see where it's heating and melting quite easily. So okay, now someone can tell me what the name of this punch is. Is it Pretty Label Punch? I can't remember, but I'm going to use this punch to punch it out. I actually did think about looking that up before I actually came on to do this live video, and I forgot. But anyway, see, it's early in the morning for me. It's so early in the morning, I can't remember to do all the things I was supposed to do. So I'm just going to punch that out. Okay, so I've lined it up and I'm just going to punch that out nicely. You've started heat embossing, Cheryl? From behind, yes. And, okay, is everybody's internet okay, or is it just Sherry's internet that's playing up? Okay, because I'm actually on my internet on my phone in here. I'm not using my little device, so I'm trying to work out whether I actually need to use my little device or I don't need to use my little device. But anyway, so now I've got that as my sentiment, and I'm going to layer up, now that this is dried, I'm going to, with some Tombow, layer that up onto my black base. Classic Label Punch. Thank you, Crystal. Yeah, so I'm trying to work out whether I still need my Wi-Fi device or whether I don't. Perfect, perfect. Everyone's saying it's going good. I'm with Optus, Sherry, so yeah, my phone is with Optus, but yes, I find the home internet is not good, like the internet that goes through our phone, which we have, but my phone internet is quite good. Hey, Camilla, thanks for joining. Thanks for jumping on. Okay, so I've layered that up on my black base. I'm then going to bring in this beautiful glittered organdy ribbon, which was in our holiday catalogue. It is Simply Stunning ribbon. Yeah, okay, Cheryl, yeah, sometimes it is on other people's ends, so, and it's looking pretty clear here for me, so. Okay, this is Simply Stunning, this ribbon. This was in, this is in our holiday catalogue. It's available at the moment, but it's this beautiful shimmer organdy ribbon, Simply Stunning. So I'm just going to, with my tear and tape, I'm going to pop a little bit of tear and tape on the back of my card, so that my ribbon will glue into it. I have to keep remembering to put everything up here because it's actually way further away. I'm going to have to change where my stand is for my phone. I normally craft right down here on the base of my desk, and now I'm crafting like right up in the middle. So there you go. But you know, all is good. I'm here and I'm doing a live video and my phone is working. Your ribbon arrived yesterday, Jan? Yeah. This is lovely ribbon. Okay, so I think that is super, super cute. I will tie a bow, but we'll do that in a little while. So I'm now going to fold up my base. And this is basic grey for the base. So I'm going to fold that in half. My base, I always cut my bases the same size. They're 5 3/4 inches by 8 inches. Always the same because then it's easier for my layers to go on. Okay, so that's going to layer up nicely on that, which is going to look really, really cute. Now, I'm going to show you a trick with the punch. I need a silver bit of foil card. And I'm going to punch out just one of these. Like so. And then we're going to trim it in half. Actually, you know what? I'm going to trim it that way. That's the way I'm going. Sorry. I was starting to confuse myself there. Okay, so I'm going to pop a little bit of Terran tape on my silver foil pieces. So one there and one on here. I don't know, you've probably seen this happen heaps of times, but it's a way to make a bit of a double layer on the front of your card. So a bit of an accent with your silver foil. Sticking to my fingers. Okay, so now with my embossed sentiment, I'm just going to place one like that, and the other one just like that. Okay, so then you get a beautiful backing to your label. Hey Tiffany, how you going? Thanks for sharing. Hey Sharon, how you going? Sound's gone. Refresh. Go out and come back in. Okay, Kay saying, what about on the side of your project you put your stand? I'm not sure. It's trial and error so far. Okay, all right, so my stand is actually on the side. My stand actually is beside me and coming across in front. You love it, Sherry? Yes, I was going to cut it the other way too, Jan. That was, when I cut it that way, I was like, oh, I should have cut it the other way. And then I thought, no, I can go with the flow this way as well. I do it both ways. So, yeah, it just gives a really nice backing. Just takes the plain look off a sentiment there. Oh, there was something else I was going to do. Oh, I can't do that now. I was going to stamp a really, really pale tree over the top. Can I? With ink that's still left on my tree, I want it really, really pale. Yes, I can. And this is really, and I've put some, no, I'm gonna have to do that again. I'm gonna take this one that sorry, I just wrecked it. I need to do it properly like I should have done. Okay, so I'm gonna take this one that I've embossed. I'll cut that one out. And we'll go again. I'll show you how to do that trick again. Oh, my punch is playing up today. Okay, there. So we'll just use this one. See, where there's a mistake, we can always fix it. Do I have a plan when I do my lives or just go with the flow? I do have a plan, but sometimes you just have to go with the flow because sometimes things happen. So now I'm going to do this before I actually mount it up. My idea was to just pop a tree just like that, so it gives just a little hint of the tree over the sentiment. So that was my plan. It was just that I did it. I put my dimensionals on before I decided to do it. So I just cut another foil accent for behind, and I'm still going to cut it the way I did it. still going to go with the flow and do that. But I do, so Tiffany, I do actually have a plan of what I'm going to use. And I have a rough idea of how I'm going to make the card. But I don't have a card pre-made. I'm not copying off a pre-card made. I'm actually just going with the flow. And I had a rough idea that I wanted to do trees, and I wanted to do them black and grey looking. And I wanted to pop the sentiment up on a foil backing. So that was my plan. So and this is just to show you that you don't have to go all out with colors. Like when you're crafting, you only need 1 or 2 colors and you can have a striking card. And I find the less color that you put on a card, sometimes the better it comes out. Yeah, it was one of those, Deborah, a brain fart. Yep, exactly. It just didn't, yeah, I was like, what in the world? And then I thought, oh, I'll go with the flow. I'll see if I can just stamp it anyway, and I wrecked it. But there you go. But you can always fix it. See, I just stamped another one. Oh, no worries, Anne-Marie. Thanks for joining for a little while. Catch the replay. Make sure you share the replay. Okay, so now I can pop my dimensionals on the back and everything will be all right. No worries, Megan. Okay, so dimensionals on the back. I'm actually going to pop one in the middle because I think I might do, yep, some silver metallic thread. We need to have metallic thread. I think we need to finish it off with a bit of thread. Yeah, it does happen to all of us, Deborah. And you know what? We're all human. That is how it goes. Doesn't bother me too much. I make a mistake, I just go again. You never have to, like, crafting is crafting, you know? Like, you never have to panic that something's gone wrong. There's always a way to fix something that you think is really, really bad. There's a way to fix it. So I'm just going to take my backing off my middle dimensional there. I'm going to twist that like a figure 8 if I keep hold of all the sides. Figure 8. Oh. And then I'm going to grab it in the middle. Okay, so, and then I want to fuss it out a little bit so that it's messy. Okay, then I'm going to stick it into that center. Okay, and now this is where I play around. I've got some ends sticking out, so I wrap them around, stick them back in. Okay, that one can go in there. And the whole idea of this is no rhyme or reason with this silver thread. Just let it go where it wants to go, and yeah, and it gives that beautiful look. So, and that one needs to go in there, stick in there. Okay, so I'll take all the backings off my other dimensionals. Thanks for sharing. So for everybody that shares the video, you go into a drawer. If you live in Australia, I cannot send things outside of Australia. I do apologise, but that is Stampin' Up rules. I'm not allowed to send things outside of Australia. So I'm just going to pop that just there. And then I'm actually going to do a really nice little bow just down in the corner here, because I think this ribbon ties beautiful bows. You love the silver thread, Tiffany? It is gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. I've really got into those threads. I've got into the gold and the copper and the silver. I just think it just adds that little bit more oomph to your card. Just makes the sentiment pop on the front. So as you can see, just basic grey, and thanks for sharing, Maria, basic grey and black. Like, who would have thought you could get a stunning card just by using 2 colours? Easy peasy. So you don't have to have a massive amount of things in your craft room to get a really pretty effect. So I'm just going to fluff that bow up a little bit. Now this organdy ribbon, it doesn't have wire in the edges, but it sits up really well like it does have the wire in the edges, but yeah, so it pops up really well. I'm going to pop that up on dimensionals because why not? We need a bit of 3D dimension, don't we, in our cards? You know me, I don't do anything without dimensionals. So this morning what I'm doing is, after I finish my live video, I'm taking my youngest daughter on a driving lesson this morning. I have to go out to my mum and dad's. They're away at the moment, so I have to go out to their place and water their plants and check their letterbox and things. And so it's race day here in Lismore. So the Lismore races, Lismore Cup Day's on. So the kids at school have half a day. So I decided that I would let her stay home and we would do a driving lesson and go out. I can send it to you for Christmas, Maria, you think? I have lots of Christmas cards. Okay, so I'm now going to mount that up, and as you can see, a simply gorgeous, gorgeous look with that. And I'm going to do the inside. Don't panic, everyone. I'm not going to not do the inside. So my plan on the inside is just to do, I'll bring in my scrap and grab my Memento ink again. I'm just going to ink up that tree. And I want to stamp it off because I don't want it really, really strong. And I want to just stamp the tree there in that corner. Okay. And you know what? That's as simple as it is to create an insert for a card. I've taken the outside into the inside. Really, really easy. Thank you, Megan. So if you're new to watching me, if this is the, sounds like a good plan, get her hours up. Yes, yes. I've now got to work for 12 months to get her hours up to get her piece. And then I'll have 2 children driving, and wow, it makes a difference. Even just with Jade driving, it's made a difference in our household, not having to take them to school. But I'm going to have to go back to taking them to school again because Jade finishes school. So there you go. Quick, super, super easy card, just using black Memento ink and a bit of cardstock. So that is how quick and easy you can make a simply stunning card. Using our Winter Woods, the beautiful organdy, glittered organdy ribbon, and a bit of embossing, heat embossing. So quick, easy card. So hopefully you're going to like the next card. Okay, I'll pop that out of the way. Okay. So for my next card, I'm going to use the Peaceful Poinsettia. Just get those stamps out of the way. So the Peaceful Poinsettia has some beautiful framelits with it. You have your phone on the windowsill while you're watching and doing the dishes. Do you know what? That's what I do too. I love watching people do live videos and while I'm washing up. Okay, so Peaceful Poinsettia has a beautiful stamp set, some lovely sentiments. Now on this one, I have a bit of an idea, so I am going with the flow once again. So I have a little bit of an idea that I'm going to use some vellum, and I'm also going to use some of our silver foil card, but I actually want to put some of our adhesive sheets on the back of my foil card. So I've got my adhesive sheets out here. And this is going to be another card that's going to be pretty monotone. Like it's just going to have one type of colouring, and it's going to be, yeah, just, I'm still going to use the basic grey base and the black behind, but I'm just going to do a few different things. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to pop some adhesive on the back here. Okay, so I need that to be, I'm going to trim that because I need that to be 3 inches wide. I'm just going to do that. Actually, that one's probably going to be good. Yes. Okay, so I'm going to use this piece. Now, this is as easy as this is to use, ladies. It is so simple to use, but it makes life so much easier when you go to cut out your framelits and things. So I'm actually going to peel, you'll see here it says peel here. So I'm just going to peel that layer off. And that reveals a really sticky backing, okay? So then what I'm going to do is, carefully not trying to get my fingers on it, I'm going to lay it on the back of my silver foil card, hopefully straight, line it up and press it down. Now I'm going to cut the bit off that I don't need so that I don't get it everywhere. And now what that's done is that has turned that into just a sticky backed sticker, more or less. So I then peel the backing off when I've cut it through my my Big Shot, and we have you just chiming in while you make your Caesar salad for supper in an hour. Thanks, Cheryl. Cheryl, whereabouts are you from? You're from America, aren't you? I think you are, from the USA, from Canada or somewhere. Thank you for joining me. Okay, so I'm going to bring in the Big Shot and I'm going to cut out some of these beautiful poinsettias. I'm going to cut out the full poinsettia in vellum, and I'm also going to cut out the really fine, delicate poinsettia in the silver foil. So I'll just pop those. I'll bring in my Big Shot. Okay, so hopefully this is going to fit in view, just. Okay. Okay, so I have my magnetic platform. I'm going to pop a base on there. Now, to do my silver foil, I'm actually going to sit the framelit on my magnetic base and sit this one in it when I find which way it goes. Oh, lordy, lordy. That way? There? Yes. Okay. That's the way it goes. Okay. So then what I'm going to do is, as you can see, I've got the cutting edge pointing up towards me. The reason why I've got the cutting edge pointing up towards me, so that I can lay this foil card on, and when I cut it and run it through, I'll be able to see, and it cuts better with it up this way, but I'll be able to see whether it's all cut through. So I'm going to run it through a couple of times because we have the adhesive on the back and it's foil sheets. I like to run it through a few times to make sure that I have it cut properly. And as you'll see, you can see the cut lines. I'm going to run it back through again just to make sure, because of the sticky back adhesive on it, to make sure I have it cut through really, really nice. And as you can see on that, you can see all of the cut lines all done really, really well. So that was what I wanted to do, so that's great. All right, so I'm going to take that out of my framelit. I'm going to peel that framelit off, hopefully. So as you can see, this is going to come out really, really easily, so that's good. I'll pop that one aside. Look at that. That is simply beautiful. Look at it. I haven't got all the pieces out, but oh my Lord. Simply stunning. So now I'll just pop out the pieces because I need to cut another one. I need 2 of them. Okay. Make sure you pop all the pieces out of your framelits when you go to do it again, for the simple fact that if you have pieces left in your framelit, it won't cut properly. So even these little tiny circles, make sure you've got everything out of your framelit so that it cuts nice. And I've got a couple sticky ones sticking in there. And that one there. Sorry, bear with me. Okay, so I'm going to line that framelit up together again. Pop it down on there. I'm going to get my next bit of foil and I'm going to run that one through. Will it work that way? Yes. Okay, sit my plate on carefully. Okay, run that through. Same thing again, I'm going to run it through a few times to make sure that I've got it all cut nicely. You love the sticky backing? Yes, it's excellent for, and do you know what? I can't believe that I've actually thought to remember to do it, because normally I go, oh Lord, I should have stuck that on, and I always forget. So I'm just going to leave that in the framelit because I don't need that again. So I'm just, while I've got this, I'm going to cut my 2 vellum sheets out. And yes, I probably could fold my vellum in half and do this in half the time, but that's okay. Okay, so 1 vellum, next one, I'll cut it back through on the way back. Like so. Now we also have some pieces in our framelit set that I don't know whether I'm going to use them, but I'm going to cut them out anyway, I think. Sorry everyone, got a phone call. Don't know who that could be, but I hope they don't keep calling while I'm live. Can do without that. Okay, so I'm going to pop that on. Silvo done. Oh, no worries. Catch you soon, Maria. So that's one. Look at that piece. Gorgeous. Get all those pieces out. And we'll go one more time with that, so we've got a couple of those pieces. Sorry, I was going to do all this beforehand, but I ran out of time. I had to go to the gym this morning because I've got to get fit and healthy for my trip. So Jade and I were off at the gym this morning at 6:30. Okay, so that's all the die cutting I'm going to do. So I'll pop that Big Shot out of the way. Oh, I do need the Big Shot again. I forgot because there's something else I'm going to do. Get all the rubbish out of the way. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to emboss. I've got a piece of white cardstock, but I want that to be embossed underneath. So I'm thinking I may use the corrugated embossing folder. And I think I want to put it in a bit on a diagonal. Will that fit? No, I need to go that way. That way? Yes, that will get it all. Okay. All right, so this is one of our deep textured embossing folders. So we need, oh lordy, the normal base. I'm going to try it. No, that's going to be, I don't know where my normal base is. I wonder will that work. I'm just going to go, you're going to see me do something really naughty here. I can't find my normal base to my Big Shot machine, so I'm going to try this. Will that work? No. No? Okay, well now you're seeing me improvise, aren't you? Okay, do that. And I might just pop that on top. Let's see what that does. Lordy, lordy, all I need is my base. Where would I have put that? I'll find it after this video. You wait. Nope, can't do that. Let's try this. Don't do this at home, people. Yep, that looks pretty good. Yep. Don't do this at home, but it is going to work. Please don't do that at home. But look, we have it embossed. That's exactly what I wanted to do. But anyway, could help if I had my my normal base plate, but I have no idea. It must be out in my other craft room. Okay, so that's what I wanted to have happen. So I want that underneath. So that's going to be an awesome layer. Okay, now I'm going to work on these poinsettias. So you can't wait for school holidays to start tomorrow, Megan. Ours don't start tomorrow. Ours actually start next week. They've still got a week. They've still got all of this. They've still got all of next week, I think. I think. As far as I know. Now, I'm going to try not poking all these out. I'm going to try just peeling it up and see if it will peel up off that backing. This is the fun part, and on live video, there you go. Okay, so it peels off like so. And see, normally, see, you can see as you peel the backing off, it actually comes off together. So now I've just got to line this up. Just got to line this up on my vellum sheet. So I'm carefully going to do that. Like so. How good was that? Wow. Okay, that. Pop this one out. Yes, I thought so, Jan. Yeah, I thought they still had another week. Yeah. I was thinking, am I going loopy? Is there something happening that I don't know about? But yeah, that's what my girl said to me this week, that they still had another week. Okay, so I'm going to peel that off and hopefully the same thing is going to happen. What I want to happen. Yes. Look at that. There's only a couple of little bits there that have stuck in the middle, so I'll poke them out and get them off, hopefully. Okay, so this is awesome to have this. Yeah, they should be all the same, Angie, I agree. It's a bit crazy. You have one state that's got some kids off, then you have another state that don't, and yeah, doesn't correspond with people when they live in different places. Okay, so that's it there. So the way you can line, is that it? No, I'm wrong. That's it there. Oh, lordy, lordy. What am I doing here? Is that it? No. The first one went so well. Okay, that's it. Yes, that is it. Okay, so I'm just going to line those points up again. I was thinking the first one stuck on so easily and so well. There you go. Look at those two beautiful poinsettias. How cute is that? Okay, so I'm going to take that out of the way. Put my framelits there so I don't lose them. Okay, so I have that. Oh, did I just put what I did? Thought I did. Okay, so what I'm actually going to do is, I'm going to be a bit crazy this time. I'm going to glue that because it's got that angle, I just want to glue it at a wacky angle so it's a little bit different. I'm using some Tombow, and you'll need a fair bit of Tombow because it's got all that corrugated look. So, yeah, use a fair bit of glue to glue that down. But I'm just going to put it a little bit screw width on my card. Just like so. And I've got glue down there. Okay, I'm going to fold my base in half. And that's going to look very, very nice. And then I'm going to pop up some of these on the front. Like that. Okay, so I want to peel these off as well. I'll do that later. I'll just do the sentiment now. So I need a white piece of cardstock. And I'm going to do, may this season be filled with peace. That sounds quite nice. That one there. Okay. I'm going to emboss this with silver as well. So I'm the embossing queen today. I thought, why not do a bit of embossing? Okay. Embossing buddy. Do not forget. Okay, so embossing buddy on my white piece of cardstock. My memento, this one here. Ink up my sentiment, and I'm just going to stamp it down towards the bottom because I'm going to trim it. Hopefully I'll get it straight. Like that. Are you watching on your phone, Angie? Scrap piece of paper. Bit of silver embossing. Yeah, sometimes I think the, I don't know, the phones seem to work better when people are live. I know myself. I try to watch people on my laptop, and sometimes it cuts in and out and plays up, and you get on your phone and it's perfect. So I think that's the thing. Our phones seem to have better signals. No worries, Jan. I'm nearly finished. Okay, heat tool. And from behind again. So this is the first time you've watched me and you haven't jumped on to say hello. Please say hello. Let me know where you're watching from. I love chatting with people while I craft. I love knowing when people have found me and it's the first time that they've watched me. All items can be purchased through my online store. Okay, so beautiful embossed layer there. I'll wait for that to cool. You love this idea? That's okay, Audrey. That's what I'm here for, to give you a little bit of inspiration. Okay, so I'm going to trim this down. So I'm thinking maybe 1 1/4. Actually, yeah, that's pretty good. Okay, I'm going to use my triple banner punch to flag the end. That's pretty super nice. Okay. So I'm actually going to glue this down on here. So I'm going to glue it down flush. I'll trim that bit off a little bit. And then my poinsettias are going to go over the top. So just with my liquid Tombow, pop some Tombow on the back. Fair bit again, as I said, because we're going in that corrugated iron embossed piece of cardstock. Okay, so I want that just to go like so. You're watching while you're cooking the dog food. Your kitty's watching too. My kitty's not. Theo's missing in action, although that's because Danny Lee's home. So because Danny Lee's home, he probably thinks, I'll just spend my time with her because she's never home. She's always at school. So I know when I get passed up for a better option. But anyway, that's okay. All right. So now I'm going to take the backing off these. Yes, you could use pencils to colour it in, Audrey. Yes, good idea. I'm sticking to a theme, though, today of just black and grey. So that was my theme for the day. Okay, so I'm just going to pop that one on there because I'm going to sit one. It's going to sit there. And the other one's going to sit up on it. So where am I going to put the other one? Choices, anybody, where I think I should put the other one? This one. Where am I going to put it? Maybe there. Yes, I think so. Okay, peel the backing off. Like so. This one I'm actually going to glue down, and I'm just going to pop some glue in the middle because with vellum you actually do see where your glue is, but I'm just going to do that because the other one's actually going to pop up over the top. So I'll glue that one there. And this one I'm going to put on some dimensionals. Just going to put one dimensional in the middle. And that's going to be all I'm going to hold it with because it's underneath here, so it won't be seen as much. And like, oops, make sure I see that one. And I've got to make sure that, yeah. Sorry, I'm trying to make sure that the dimensional's onto the cardstock. That's looking pretty nice. Okay. So I'm going to glue that on. Actually, I'm going to pop it up on dimensionals. You know me. It looks lovely, Tony. Sorry, I'm just listening. I've got a phone call happening. Yes, I know, glue on the sponge, but I don't know. I haven't come at that yet, Julianne. I know a lot of people do it. And hey, Corinne, is this your first time watching me, Corinne? Thank you for commenting. I hope you're enjoying it. I hope I'm inspiring you. I can tell you these Stampin' Up products, once you start using them, you are hooked. Okay, so I'm just going to pop that on like that. Then I'm going to use my Champagne Mist. And what I want to do is, this is our new shimmer paint. Yes? Plants. What do they want? Okay. Oh, yeah, I didn't tell him. I forgot. Okay, thanks. All right, so I'm shaking up my shimmer mist. And I'm going to use an aqua painter. And I'm going to use a scrap piece of paper because I don't want this all over my desk. Okay. And my aqua painter, what I'm going to do is I'm going to squeeze a bit of water out so I've got it fairly wet. I'm then going to, in my lid, Get a fair bit of that shimmer, champagne shimmer paste happening. Now I'm going to pop it in the lid of my aqua painter, and I'm going to make sure I'm in camera view here. Yeah, just going to flick. Grab a bit more and just flick. Okay, then I'm going to clean my aqua painter, because it's very, very important that you clean your aqua painter straight away after this. So make sure you clean your aqua painter really, really well. Squeeze a bit of water out and just make sure you clean the end. Get rid of that shimmer paint out of your aqua painter. And I'm not sure whether you can see that, but it has some shimmer sprays all over it. So I'm going to do a bit of an insert for that card. So I need to let that dry, because it takes a little while for that shimmer paint to dry. So I'll pop that aside, and I'll just grab a white insert and we'll stamp an insert for it. Okay. So on the front we've gone, may this season be filled with peace. I'm just going to do Christmas wishes. Now I'm going to cheat here a little bit. I'm going to do Christmas wishes that we will emboss it. But I'm going to, with a very, very light grey, I'm going to do that afterwards, yes. So I'm going to heat emboss first. So I'm going to, with the Christmas wishes, pop that on a block. Get out my Versamark again. Oh, could help if I took the sticker off the back. Okay. Versamark. Hey Monica, thanks for joining. Sorry, you may have been on here. Hey Brenda, how you going? Is it your first time watching me, Brenda? I hope I'm inspiring you to get into your craft room. Whereabouts are you watching from, Brenda? Hey Rails, how you going? Okay, so silver embossing powder once again. So I just need my scrap paper underneath. Hey Margaret, thanks for joining. How you going, Jennifer? Are you enjoying using your Stampin' Up products? I bet you are. Yes, exactly, Jennifer. Elegant simplicity. And you know what? I think sometimes we just try too hard to put too much on our cards. And you don't need a lot. Honestly, you can do some simply stunning cards with just a few elements. So I think in all respect, we've got to, yeah, not try to put too much on our cards. Okay, so I'm just going to heat that. Once again, from behind. Thanks for sharing, Susan. So you wait until it turns. There you go. It turned. See that beautiful embossing turning super smooth, super shiny. Absolutely awesome watching that. You're going to have to buy the set, Brenda. Yeah, I'm sorry. I know I do tend to convince people to do things like that, but that's my job. That's what I'm here for. So thanks, Christy, for sharing. Now, everybody that shares, as I said, goes into the draw. Now, my monthly draw this month is, these were a limited edition and we don't know whether they're going to come in our catalogue. I'll be giving these away to a lucky person that has shared my video during the month of September. So these are the watercolour pencils. This is the second assortment of watercolour pencils. They were retailing at, I think, $17, I think it was. And they were available for a limited edition through the month of August. So I decided to purchase some a spare set and give them away as my monthly giveaway. So for one lucky person that is watching me may get the chance to win that beautiful beautiful set of watercolor pencils. So I'm just grabbing another piece of scrap paper. I don't know what I did with my other piece. I think I must have threw it in the bin. But anyway. Okay, so now what I want to do, I have a plan. I don't know whether this is going to work, and I may end up going, oh my God, that looks horrible. My plan is I want to do this, but I want to do it very, very faintly over the top of. Yes, that's what I want to do. Okay, so hopefully this is going to work okay. So fingers crossed. Everyone got your fingers crossed to see if this is going to work? I want to go like this. Yep, you guessed it. Straight over the top of my sentiment. Scary, isn't it? If it doesn't work, that's okay. We've always got the other side. Oh, look at that. Yes, that's what I wanted. So a beautiful sentiment, but then having that light poinsettia flower behind. So something just a little bit different. And I just put ink all over my cardstock. You know what? We can trim that down. We'll trim it down and we'll put a different layer inside. See, there's always a way to fix something. Okay. Make sure I've got no more on my fingers. Okay. I'm going to trim that down. That. And like, what have we got? 5. Okay. That's okay. See? We can do that. And actually it's going to be better anyway to put it on another base so that it will sit really nicely. That. Yeah. Very nice. We will just do that. Awesome. Okay, so I'm going to use my double-sided tape, my tear and tape on here. Because I've heat embossed and you can see, yeah, I could have put some washi tape over it too, Angie, but I just decided to trim it down. There's always a way to fix something. Don't ever think that something is totally spoiled. There's always a way to fix it. And now you're going to watch my skills at trying to pop this onto. I don't use tear and tape. I use liquid glue all the time, but I do advise that when you're doing some heat embossing and your card is not, it's warped from the heat tool, it's best to use a really good strong adhesive and a fair bit of adhesive. So make sure that you've got adhesive all over the back of your piece of cardstock, and then it will sit flat. You had Tranquil Tide all the way up to your elbows in patches yesterday. Yikes. How did I manage that? Do you know what? It just happens, doesn't it, Deborah? Honestly, I agree. There's sometimes I put my hand in cherry cobbler ink the other day. I just rested my hand in it and I had cherry cobbler ink all over me. And I was like, why in the world did I just rest my hand in that cherry cobbler ink pad? But I did. Okay, so there. Then I'm going to turn it over and I'm going to flatten it down so that it stays really nice and flat. Yeah, it happens. All in a day of crafting. Okay, so now I'm going to use my liquid Tombow. I'm going to pop that in the center of my card. So you enjoying this early morning time, ladies? Please comment below if morning suits you or afternoon suits you. It's pretty obvious because I've had much more people viewing. I got over the 30 mark here today doing a morning one. So, yeah, I'm trying to go with the flow. I'm trying to work out where I can reach people. So I do a regular one at 2 o'clock every Tuesday afternoon, a regular live video. So there you go. Super, super quick. 2 colours, black and grey. Or should I say 3 colours, black, grey and white. You're loving it Thursday, I know, but Thursday is my hairdressing day and I'm only doing it today. I'm sneaking in because I don't have a hairdressing client booked in this morning and I'm going out to my mum and dad's to do things. So hence why I'm here on a Thursday. Now, where was my other card? Where did my other card go that I made? Where did I put the other card? Everybody, where did it go? There it is, over behind me, where I put everything. Okay, so they are the 2 cards that we've made today. Now, one is using the beautiful poinsettia bundle, and the other one is using our lovely Winter Woods stamp set. So 2 fantastic stamp sets and 2 really, really nice black and grey and white cards. So how stunning is that? I just had the idea this morning that I thought, you know what? I'm just going to do some neutral coloured cards. So you've Noel's just discovered why we have so saffron ink all down the hallway. Cinnamon, oh no, got it on his paws and must have stood in the ink. Oh no, Angie. And it went everywhere. Not really what you want your cat to do, is it? Anyway, I'm going to flip you back around. Tell me if, yes, I'm here. Okay, so how was that for a crafting morning? Oh my God, turn those lights out. Ugh, we don't need them. Okay, that's a little bit better. Those lights were pretty scary, weren't they? So, as I said, if this is the first time you've watched me, please feel free to like my business page and turn on the notifications. If you're watching this video back on YouTube, please feel free to subscribe to my YouTube channel and click the notification bell to make sure you get notified every time I go live. I'm a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator from the Northern Rivers area in New South Wales, Australia. Now, anyone that lives anywhere in Australia can purchase any of the items that I use in my live videos. I'm doing 2 live videos a week. I was doing 3, but that's just getting a little bit too much. So I'm doing 2 live videos a week. I do a regular time slot at Tuesday at 2 p.m. on my Facebook business page. And that is a given that every Tuesday I will be on at 2 p.m. I'm enjoying this Thursday morning time slot too, but the problem is, as I said, I do work hairdressing, so normally on a Thursday, but you just get the luck of the draw today. So if you're absolutely loving the Stampin' Up! Products, if you are wanting to place an order, please click the Shop Now tab on my business page and that will take you straight to my online store. Everything you purchase is purchased online. It gets sent straight to you. You pay with a credit card, it gets sent straight out to your doorstep. Doesn't come to me, you don't have to get it from me, so you can buy no matter where you live in Australia. So if you are absolutely in love with the Stampin' Up! Products and you wanted to join my team, we have an awesome starter kit. You can pick whatever you want in your starter kit. You pick $235 worth of product and you only pay $169. Now, being part of my Wild Heart Crafters team means that you get to be part of our Facebook team page. It's a private group. We all get on there. We all have card swaps. We have challenges each month. Everybody shares what they're doing with their crafting. People ask questions about their crafting. It's an awesome group. We're called the Wild Heart Crafters, and there's quite a few of you in the Wild Heart Crafters now, and there's quite a few of you on here watching me at the moment. But if you wanted to be a part of all of that fun and get 20% discount on all of your products, you really, really need to join my team. Now, joining Stampin' Up! Does not mean that you have to be a demonstrator. It does not mean that you have to sell. It does not mean that you have to do videos. By all means, you can join my Wild Heart Crafters team and just enjoy 20% discount. And if you end up purchasing enough items to get to Bronze Elite, then you get 25% discount. So the only thing is, every 3 months, you have to make the minimum quarterly amounts. No one chases you. No one says, hey, you haven't made your quarterly amounts. I will send you an email. I'll send you a personal message saying you're getting close to the end of the month. You need to be at your 300. If you don't, you're going to lose your discount. And the simple fact is, you just go back back to being a customer of mine again. So I would love to have you as part of my Wild Heart Crafters team. So if there's anybody interested that's watching, please message me on YouTube. I will put the link to my Join My Team page on my website, and you can read all about my team. You can read all about the wonderful things of being a part of Stamping Up. I've just earned a trip to the Greek Isles for 7 days for my husband and I, all expenses paid. They fly us from Australia out to Rome. We catch the boat from Rome. We have a 7-day cruise, and then we fly back out from Rome again on the way home. Oh my God, never in my wildest dreams did I think crafting and loving what I'm doing would get me to where I am. So I want to thank you all for sharing my videos. I want to thank you all for being a part of my live crafting every week. It is awesome chatting with you all. So if you can't watch me live, you can always watch the replays. So once again, have a lovely day. I hope you enjoyed this crafting. Any items that you wanted, any questions that you may have, send me a personal message. I'm always happy to help. So until next time, have a great day. Bye for now.